Hello, good morning, everyone. That's good morning to everyone in Europe there, which is most people, but also very good afternoon or good evening to those of you from the Southern Hemisphere. And welcome to today's webinar on automated patch management. So if you're in an IT team that takes a lot of person hours on patch management, this session is for you. Essentially, it's something that can take up a lot of your time, but it really doesn't have to. My name's Tom. I'm in the product team at Faronics, so great to be with you today. And I'm just going to be explaining in today's session about the importance of software updates and how you can really take control of your software updates. That open window there in the image is there to depict that time lag between software updates being delivered by software manufacturers and by Microsoft in the form of Windows updates and them going live. So Microsoft are identifying vulnerabilities all the time. They're vast teams of people defending your workstations against hackers, really, and delivering patches all the time. And the same for all that software you're running on all your computers. The software manufacturers are patching them up all the time, closing windows. So really, when software updates are available, you want them live pretty much straight away. You don't want that window open because that is an open window that hackers can exploit. Where you've got human intervention required to deliver software updates, where you've got end users who are updating their own windows, updating their own applications, they often don't care. They often just snooze all the time or do whatever they can to make it go away. And sometimes when they do care and do deliver the Windows updates, they get frustrated that they can't work while those updates are delivering or the computer's slowed down. But there's no reason for any of that to be happening. It can all happen out of production hours without any disruption, and you can keep that window slammed shut. A few other benefits to software updates. So any software has bugs, and those bugs are getting fixed all the time. So all those niddly little things that get in the way of smooth performance, any software product manager is going to have a roadmap. They're delivering on that roadmap, and part of that is going to be bug fixing, but also feature updates, delivering new features to your users to allow them to get the best out of the software they're using. And compatibility issues. So sometimes you get software that doesn't quite work with other software or with an operating system. Those issues are also getting fixed all the time. So there's no reason to harm the productivity of your team by delaying the implementation of bug fixes, feature updates, and the fixing of compatibility issues. So this is one example in the news of a hack that resulted from software that wasn't updated. I mean, this is just one example. There are many thousands of examples I could have found. I'm just picking one to show you here. But really, organizations that don't automate their software updates, don't centralize their software updates, they're opening themselves up to a lot of risk that's really not necessary. And as well as the risk side of it, those IT departments are going to be a lot less efficient if they're not centralizing and automating their software updates. So this image is intended to depict centralization. So if you're looking after hundreds of devices or thousands, or even if you're looking after 5 or 10, it's inefficient to deliver those software updates separately. It's inefficient to deliver those Windows updates separately. It makes much more sense to keep everything organized in one place so that you always know where you are with everything, and you can batch update lots of machines at once, or all your machines, or one at a time, whatever works for you. But if you have a centralized cloud console, then you're going to be able to take control of it rather than feeling like you don't have control of your software updates. So just a little bit about Faronics. We've been around since 1996. Since 1996, we've sold more than 12 million licenses in more than 150 countries. We have over 33,000 customers around the world, ranging from very small businesses to very large corporations. Our headquarters are in Vancouver in Canada, but we're a global business. We have offices in the United States and in Bracknell in England, where I'm based, in Singapore as well, but also a huge number of trusted partners who work with us to provide fantastic customer service. Wherever you happen to be in the world, there's going to be one of our excellent partners who can look after you. And if you need any help finding your local partner, just let us know and we can put you in touch with them. So I'm going to show you a product called Faronics Cloud Deploy. So just starting on the applications page here, Faronics Deploy is a cloud console that will allow you to manage all your devices centrally. So faronicsdeploy.com is your URL, and all your workstations, if they've got the cloud agent installed, then you're going to be able to see them here. So just looking at applications, I'm always going to know where I am with everything. So take web browsers, for example. I can see that Microsoft Edge is up to date on that machine. It's in black color. And I'm running an outdated version here because I've got an orange color. And I can just select those two and I hit the update button and they're going to update. If I want to install and uninstall, I can really easily do that. So Chrome's not installed there. I've got a blank cell, so I can just install it with the install button. And if I want to uninstall, I can just use the uninstall button. So updating, installing, and uninstalling is very straightforward. And I can add basically as many apps as I like. So under Wingit, we offer a massive list of pre-packaged applications. Like, for example, you can see Microsoft 365 at the top there, Microsoft Teams, Adobe Acrobat, really common software. But I think at the last count, there was 1,400 apps in this list. So if you, whatever software you're running, it's very likely that it's going to be included here. And then you just have to select it and add it to your grid here. So looking at Wingit apps, I can see where I've got those Wingit apps installed, uninstalled, what versions I'm running. And if I have applications that didn't appear on that list, I can create a custom app. So I can add my own software here, and then I can deliver that software, keep that software updated really easily. And I can also add custom scripts. So I can run PowerShell, VB script, batch script, or I can even include an executable there and save that to my grid. And then I'm going to be able to execute that script whenever I like from here. So just clicking on one PC, I see I've got two outdated applications. I can just update them all from here. I can also install app presets. So I can set presets and just easily push them out. And I could set as a cache server. That may be useful if I have a large number of devices that I'm looking to deliver software updates to, because that would, by nominating this device as a cache server, then that would be the device that would retrieve the software updates from the internet and then would distribute those updates via the local network. So it would save you quite a lot of bandwidth. So I can schedule all this to happen in my policy. I can have automatic updates if I like, or manual update. I mean, most people would probably go for automatic updates, and you can schedule those to happen out of production hours. So typically in the middle of the night, the software is going to deliver to your colleagues, and there's no disruption. No need for anyone to be held up by software updates. You can keep that security window shut, but there's no need for that to cause any efficiency problems for your teams. The same applies to Windows updates. So looking at Windows updates in the policy, I can decide if I want to automatically install. So I've got critical security and definition updates set to automatically install, but I don't have to automatically install. I can untick that, and I can have a deferral period if I like. And I've got lots of other options around what I want to happen. How often do I want to patch scan? Got some options around Windows 10 there. Basically, it's highly configurable, highly customizable in the policy, and also if I hit the Windows Update button again, I can manage everything on demand if I prefer, as with the software updates. So like I could just hit install all updates, just one button to keep everything up to date, and then that button's the patch scan. And here is where I would see where I can see how many updates I've got pending approval on each device. So just looking at the security updates there, these have already been approved, but I've got some updates to approve. I could just hit approval, or if I don't want to, I could deny. Essentially, managing your Windows updates is really easy. You can automate it and centralize it, and you're shutting that security window and making yourself much more efficient. So we talk about one platform total control, because that centralization is just one URL, gives you total control of what's happening in your environment. The web-based console is really easy to use, and when you're managing your workstations, you've got everything in one place. So it doesn't matter where your workstations are, if you're in the office or away from the office, you've got people working at home, wherever your devices are, you can really easily manage everything. So software updates and Windows updates will save you time, but there's loads of other features in the console that will save you time. So for example, antivirus, ticket management, remote connect, lots of other things you can do with Faronics, loads of ways in which an IT manager's life can be simplified. So you don't have to take my word for it. There's a 30-day free trial. You can sign up to try deploy for yourself. So you just need to register on our website and then just get the cloud agent on the endpoints. And then once that cloud agent is there, then they will appear in the cloud console. You'll be able to update your software from there. So I'm just going to leave that QR code up if you would like a more detailed demo. Only needs to take 15 minutes of your time, just to discuss your specific situation and how we can help you. But very confident that if software updates are something that take up a lot of your time at the moment, we can cut that time drastically, and we can allow you to spend that valuable time on more productive activities. So thanks very much for listening today. Pleasure to be with you, and we'll catch you on the next webinar. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.